little girl shoots a bear, gets a monster of a black bear. Notice the brown snout. That is telltale for people that don't know that that's a male. So that's a big alpha male bear. Now, I was blessed to shoot a bear recently, too, in West Virginia. Also had a brown nose. And in his stomach, guess what I found? Other bears.
Really?
Cool, huh? Because they eat each other, okay? They do not mate for life. So the stories there, being mated
Out the
for
door.
life. Now, why am I talking about this? And I'm going to read you some of these comments, okay? So, what a disgusting family achievement. Posing happily with the corpse of a beautiful animal. Shame on you for encouraging and celebrating an animal's death by your young daughter's hand. There are only a select percentage of people who will appreciate this, and I'm sure you'll lose the rest. What a shame the bear didn't have its own gun, too. The ending of this would be a different story if you hadn't had a long-range weapon. I can break that one down, but I'll read more stupid ones. That is, the killing enthusiasts have their pages blocked. They just want to stir the pot. They have not reached a higher level of thinking, so I just feel sorry for them. You have really bought into the hype. Uneducated, better than intelligent and unable to change. You're horrible people. These people are so messed up. Taking pictures of your murder. You're disgusting. So it's just one thing after another because these people are so messed up. Murder, victims and trophy hunting. I hope your family dies. You're all pathetic. If that was a human, dog, or horse right there, I'm sure you wouldn't have the same opinions. I like this one. Way to go, Abby. That bear looks huge. Man, what an amazing. Words can't express how awesome this is. And that person,
what an amazing.
That person shouldn't have, hey, don't burn the people we like. and then the response to that was, to that person, way to go. Would you be saying this if the bear killed your child? Yeah, way to go, bear. I very much doubt it. Okay.
That's it. Hate this guy with the comment. We're killing him, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bear killed you.
My mom and sister like the Putmans a lot, and they watch the show.
So
and the Putmans were overall really good people. There was some controversy surrounding one of them where they were like saying that he had some weapons charges against him, but he was found completely innocent in court. So a lot of people bring that up, like, oh, the weapon thing. But he was found completely innocent, so got his back there. And honestly, most of the gun laws that he would have been in trouble for, I'm not sure I would agree with anyway. So, okay, let me explain to these people, because obviously I need to, how the environment works, okay? So every single year, we go out and harvest animals because there will always be more animals. They will make babies, but there will not always be more habitat. Okay, you understand? So there are a lot of people, you may not know this, we take up a lot of space, may not know that.
More and more space.
There are more deer in the United States of America right now than ever in recorded history. Why is that? Because of conservation efforts put in place by hunters. When I go hunt a bear, when I go hunt a deer, I buy a hunting or fishing license. That money goes to fund the environment, the conservation, the anti-poaching, the Species Sustainability Acts. Wow, that's a Sally Sells Seashells, right?
Nice.
I say that right, though.
You did. You said it clear.
That's what goes to fund all of those programs. Those programs are now funded in order to further the species, in order to regulate the species. If you get rid of the hunters, or you get rid of the DNR, or you get rid of the conservation organizations, any one of those,
No one's paying for that now.
you're going to have dirty water, because that's what protects your waterways. Okay, the Flint water crisis would be just the beginning. So you're welcome for having the DNR work on that by me buying a hunting and fishing license. You're welcome. I'm solving it. What are you doing? Okay,
Commenting.
you're welcome. Yeah, exactly. Thank this girl, and thank the parents for teaching her about conservation sustainability. They bought that license. They did things correctly. They took an alpha male boar, black bear, out of the environment. Okay, that bear, you know what he does when he wakes up from hibernation? As soon as he wakes up, what's the easiest meal?
I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah.
He goes back to the female that he bred, knowing she probably has cubs,
Yep.
and eats them. Okay, these are not teddy bears.
Yep.
The one thing that was right, if the bear had a gun and the girl didn't, I'm sure they're right that it would not be the same story. What does that what does that mean? Let me explain something to you. God put us on this planet, and we have dominion over all creatures. Hands-on conservation is the only way to care about bears in general. What I find in these arguments is these people tend to care about the individual bear, but they don't care about bears in general. And that comes from a place of emotion as opposed to practicality. See, the people that are arguing here don't care about bears more than the Putmans do. They don't care about bears more than I do, because I care about the bear population and the sustainability of it long term, which is funded by hunting and fishing, taking out the surplus, making room for next year's young. It's necessary.
Right. They don't
Absolutely.
They don't understand how the effect of that changes the grand big picture of everything, and that's why they're mad about it, because like you just said, it's an individual thing, not our environment as a whole. And for some reason, I don't think it's explained well. They just, like, when they say those comments, people are like, "Well, I believe in it." It's like some stupid response. No one takes the time to explain to these people what it really does, like you just did. So hopefully people can listen to this and understand what hunting and fishing really does. We don't just do it because, oh yeah, kill. Like, what? No, I mean, if you kill something and you don't feel any sort of remorse, you're probably nuts.
You're a psychopath.
You're a psychopath. And
but you have to, and that comes from the honoring and the celebration of it. Now, I didn't even get into that. That's the best part. You get to eat the bear. You get to use the rug. I mean, a bear in Michigan, probably not that much access to dead fish, so they're eating blueberries, they're eating plants, they're eating other bears, they're eating deer. I mean, that's going to be a good eating bear.
One of the healthiest things you'll eat.
One of the healthiest. Yeah. Oh, and the fat, you can render down the fat and use that for cooking instead of using oils and trans fats and stuff. I mean, it's healthy fats, it's good quality protein, it's good for you. She harvested it herself for her family. On top of that, you're going to honor the animal for the rest of your days with the rug, with the mount, with all these different things. What a blessing that girl is to conservation and furthering natural resources. You have to do your research. Use your opinions and focus on science, practicality, and the sustainability of the overall herd.
Yep.
Killing the individual animal, I can completely understand having remorse and things like that, but I don't even know that I would call it remorse like you did, Ryan. I would call it like an honoring of it. You're giving your life so that the species overall will be better. I'm going to feed you to my family. I promise to you, Bear, I won't waste anything. I'll thank God for the opportunity. And by the way, anybody that commented, I better not ever see you eating meat ever. Because you have no idea where that comes from. I know where my food comes from. I know what my food is.
Your food got the opportunity to live.
I have a relationship and an honor to that bear that you'll never understand. So the Putmans, we support you.
Are they from Michigan? Are they a Michigan family?
Don't know.
Okay.
I think so.
Like you just said,
so.
that animal will be cherished for the rest of that person's lives and whoever was involved in that hunt. So even
not to mention the license dollars. You're welcome.
I don't think there's a lot of education about conservation, at least not enough for people that don't know it. I mean,
I'm doing my best, AJ.
Well, no, I don't ever remember hearing about it in school or nothing.
No,
no. You really have to read the pamphlet in order to realize where your money's going.
Even then, still, I mean, there's not a whole lot on.
Thank you. You just gave me the most organic transition ever. Thank you, AJ.
Nice.
Sportsman Alliance. I just talked to Gordon last night, the COO. CFO, excuse me. They've designed a program and they're working with as an organization now where they're creating actual literature and they're creating actual educational materials and creating elective classes to go in high schools and stuff like that. And they already have something like 60 or something like that.
Wow.
Their goal is like 120 by the end of October. So if you are a high school or if you have connections to your high school and you'd like your kids to learn more about conservation, please reach out to the Sportsman Alliance.
Nice.
Gordon Pry or Frank over there at Sportsman Alliance. Reach out to them and talk about getting that in your kids' classrooms as well. I think that'd be a great program for more people to understand. That's a great point, AJ.
There's a difference between hunting and conservation. You don't have to hunt to be a part of conservation. There's plenty of things you can do to help our ecosystems outside of hunting. So if you don't even if you don't agree with hunting, you don't have to do it. Right. There's other ways you can be a part of it.
Sure. Don't put that plastic bag in the river.
The funny thing is if all these people with their crappy comments, they want to give their 2 cents, If they literally
can't
all
wait.
just gave 2 cents, we'd all be better off.
Yeah.
Like,
No, the
That's brilliant.
keyboard
they don't do anything.
keyboard warriors are not helpful.
Oh, they can't.